So with the latest chapter of My Hero Academia, I thought it would be fitting to talk about our boy Bakugo or Kacchan. And the reason I say Kacchan is because today I'm going to be talking about the potential hero name that Bakugo is going to be getting in the future or very soon in My Hero Academia, now that he and Todoroki have finally got their provisional hero licenses. And I really want to go into the reason why I think Bakugo's hero name is going to be Kacchan. Now, a lot of people have had this idea, so I'm not saying this is a new idea or a unique idea or anything like that. In fact, even I have had this idea for a very long time. I just haven't made a video on it, and now that, he has the hero license, well, the provisional hero license, I just feel like it's a very appropriate time to really make this video or have this topic on my channel, considering we're probably gonna find out what his hero name is very soon, since you're not really supposed to be using your real name out in the street, and they are definitely gonna be starting their internships very soon. Todoroki being with Endeavor and Bakugo being with someone we don't know. I'm not really gonna talk about that though, although I do hope he ends up with Miracle, as I said in my review of chapter 218. Now, the reason why I personally think his name is going to be Kacchan on the street, what people are gonna recognize him as, it's not just because of the fact that that was his nickname by Deku. Well, technically it is, but it goes a bit deeper than that when you really look at it, because as we all know, Midoriya's hero name right now is Deku, and that's probably gonna be it for the remainder of the series. He got that name initially from Bakugo, but the reason he really found a connection with the name Deku was because of what Ochako Uraraka told him, that Deku to her was something completely different from how Bakugo used Deku towards Izuku Midoriya in the past. So it had a double meaning depending on who said it. Bakugo used it as an insult or a very bad nickname, whereas Ochako, she really found something positive in the name Deku. And I think Bakugo, he's not just going to be picking Kacchan because Deku looked up to him. I think the reason why Bakugo would choose the name Kacchan is because of the fact that right now in the story, Midoriya is probably his biggest threat in terms of rivalry. I definitely don't think Bakugo looks at Todoroki in the same way that he does Deku, and the reason for that is because of the whole thing with One For All. Now that Bakugo is a lot more integrated with the secret of One For All, and the fact that he was a huge fan of All Might as a child and up until his teen years as well, he has a much stronger connection to Deku as well. Now that Deku has inherited that power, Bakugo feels even more strongly that he wants to surpass that power, and that's where I think the name Kacchan is really going to be playing a big role, because of the fact that his biggest rival gave him that name, not just because it was his nickname as a child by that said person, but because of how Bakugo feels so strongly towards Deku. Maybe not in the sense of friendship, although I definitely think it's gonna lean towards that, towards the end of the series, but right now it's a lot more of a rivalry, and the way he looks at Deku as an obstacle over anything else. They're a threat to each other in a rivalry sense. So I definitely think Kacchan would be the best, although, if there is something completely unique that Bakugo ends up having, I wouldn't be against that either, because, there's nothing wrong with going with something fresh that we watchers or viewers just don't expect whatsoever. I think that would still be pretty cool, but considering Deku picked the name that Bakugo picked for him, even though the reason he picked it was because of Ochako, I just found that very interesting, and I think having Bakugo pick that same name that Deku chose for him, although he picks it for a completely different reason than it just being a nickname, that would just add to the parallels that we typically see in this series. Like, we have a lot of parallels between Deku and Shigaraki, so having a parallel between Bakugo and Deku is something that I think would really add to that list as well. It would just be nice to see more parallels like that, but just not between Deku and Shigaraki all the time, because of the fact that Bakugo and Deku are still the main rivalry in the story, so I don't see a problem with having a parallel there as well. Anyway, that's been me. I just wanted to really give my thoughts on Bakugo's potential hero name in the future, since we don't have it on paper yet. I mean, I'm sure it's been decided by Horikoshi a long time ago, but we have no clue as to what it is. But there are theories, well, Kacchan being the main one of course, but that's just my idea as to why I think Kacchan should be the hero name that Bakugo picks. I'd love to know what you think down below in the comments, if you agree with me or if you think it should be something different. Maybe something particular that you have in mind, or if you just want to see him having something different that we don't really expect, let me know down in the comments. And as always, if you did, be sure to Detroit smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This has been Chaotic Plus, and I'll see you next time.